That's not why I'm married to you.
We all know if I didn't have a good job, you wouldn't even look at my direction. Women, as long as you can have the looks and the money, they'll rush quickly to come and marry you. But if you don't have money, you don't stand a chance.
Don't flatter yourself. You're not that handsome.
Well, stop these assumptions because men look at other things too.
Like?
Anyways.
Tell me, if not food and sex, what else? I want to know.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Mbella Patience Forminyan and right now I'm in Route 66 in Yaoundé. It's time for Schmooze. Schmooze is an informal conversation between two people on a particular topic. And right here we always get the man's perspective and the woman's perspective. And our topic of today is what qualifies a person for marriage? What makes a man man enough or a woman wife material? Where our guests are on standby and they'll be telling us their thoughts on it. But don't forget, middle in the program, we're going to have the rant, so stay with us. Yes, we're back. It's Schmooze time with the ladies, and this time, what are the qualifications for marriage? What makes a man man enough to be the husband? Well, thank God we have Sandra here, who is always so blunt and honest to tell us. Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, Patience. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for having me again.
Okay, and then we have a married lady who has the details. Doreen, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Yes, you're welcome. So what made Huzzy man enough to be Huzzy?
His determination. He's responsible and a man of his word. Those are the things I couldn't just overlook. He was there, he stood by his word. What he said from the first day, I mean, he came out flat. I'm not the kind of guy maybe you dreamt about. I'm not the kind of guy like Lucky says who'll bring you flowers every day, who'll tell you I love you in so many ways, but you just have to believe me, I love you. And that was it.
So it's honesty.
Yes, his honesty, and he stood by that. No matter the ups and downs we faced, he was always there. And he didn't actually change that. That was so amazing. I was really surprised. And that's what
You're
keeps
waiting
me
for it somehow, the
intrigued.
change.
Yeah, I expected that. I actually did some stuff to get him changed, but it didn't change. So I was like, okay, yeah.
I made a
I
good
think I
decision.
need that. I need that in a man who can stand. And even to raise the kids, you know, he needs to be someone who has that ability to take firm decisions and mean what he says. So
Because there's a clear difference between boyfriend and husband. So what makes a man good enough for husband? Maybe not boyfriend, but husband for you, Sandra.
Seriously, I can't answer that question. When I was younger, I had like many things I was looking for. I needed a very smart guy because one of the things that turned me off is when a guy is that's in quotes. I mean, stupid,
Dumb.
very dumb. I like very smart people because I need people who can stimulate me intellectually. You know, like you're able to say, this is my boo, you know, you're proud of him, he can say something and people actually listen. I like when a man has that. So for me, the first thing that draws me to a guy is what you have in your brains.
So what makes you stay?
What makes me stay? I think it depends on the person. I've seen people that have had particular traits and I've been attracted to them, and I've seen other people who have those traits and I'm not really attracted. So sometimes it's about knowing maybe the 5 must a man should have, and then the others come with the different personalities and different settings in which you find yourself.
So you believe in lists?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
In having a list and ticking and hoping that he sticks to it.
That is indispensable.
Because some people think it's just a dream and
No,
you want to
no.
avoid that.
No.
That list is actually what makes you know if you will stay or not.
Yeah.
You take first point, okay, you check it out. You check. And you could know if it's like a 7, for me it's like a 7 on 10.
Yes.
Or a 6 on 10.
So
At
how
least
long
a
is
7
your
on 10.
list?
A 10.
10.
A 10 which should be, maybe if you subdivide it could be 20, but a 10.
So what's the pass mark for the list?
7.
7. She said it, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, should be, you know, kind of have your expectations there. Then maybe sometimes it could drop, but it should be kind of
But
constant.
some men laugh at this because they're like, women have lists and in the end, they keep looking for something they'll never find in one man, and they end up being all alone.
But that's why it should be like 6, 7. The 3
So
or
you
the
start
4,
compromising
the 3 or
before
4.
you know
Yeah,
it's
of
just
course.
They're not
No, of
perfect.
course. It's human relation. No one is perfect. You have to do you have to compromise, to be able to find someone, because you're not perfect either. So you can't expect some
That's
other
true.
person to be perfect.
Yeah.
What you do, you just try to make sure the things you compromise on are things you can actually live with. Do not, give up certain things you'll not be able to live with and you regret. So
I know.
these should really be things you can actually, manage,
That will keep you happy in the
Yes.
relationship.
Because
Yes.
when you start compromising and actually permitting some of those stuff you can't handle from the very beginning,
Just
it will
because you want to
actually
be
make
married.
the
Yeah.
man actually become lazy, and he wouldn't actually understand when you're in marriage later on. He won't see why you accepted him as like you tolerated those
was,
stuff, and now in the
exactly.
house you can't
You're
tolerate those things
changing,
anymore.
of
Why
course.
are you bringing all the changes? So it's not really advisable to tolerate those things you won't be able to tolerate in the long
Yes.
run.
Mhm.
You
Well,
should.
Just to
some,
have the
some men
man.
believe that one of the things, or two of the things that women look at highly as what makes them man enough is their wealth and their looks. Would you agree?
I like a man who cooks.
Oh, you just went west.
Yes, I really do like a man who cooks. I am not a cookie kind of girl.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
really, my man, you should know how to cook.
He will be handling the
Okay.
kitchen.
Yes.
And look at your face. You're like, okay, why that look?
Because I think my man should definitely cook. It's very important for him to like sometimes serve me breakfast in bed,
Yes.
and
Take care
sometimes
of
when
the
I'm
kids.
out.
You're not around.
Thank
he
you. Like we are
cooks
here
and
now,
Of
you
course,
should be doing
he
something with the
should.
kids and surprise me with a meal. I mean, in their house, not like taking me out. Those are some of those things that keep the flames, the fire burning all the time.
Now
Those
let's
surprises.
switch a little bit. Would you find a younger man enough in any way? A man who is younger than you?
Personally, no.
Why? Because he's young. What if he's a mature young guy?
Yes, I have found. I've met guys like that, but when I get to know their age, something just goes wrong.
like
I
a
don't know. For me, I can't
You feel
see,
like,
but
my kid brother, what am I doing with you?
yeah, exactly. Even though I don't really stand against people who have such relationships, there are guys who have brains even though they're young. So, but personally for me, that turns me down.
Can a younger man be man enough for you?
Actually, I had the same line of thought, and then I got questioning myself, like, will I date an older person and not feel, I don't know if it's guilt or shame, rather than dating a younger person? So what I'm trying to do, is trying to be more open. Yeah, trying to see that
Especially
people,
nowadays.
like people can actually be good no matter what their ages are, and just be open.
What about a man's past? Does it guarantee you looking at him as man enough or not? Do you measure on his past?
The past is like broad, like criminal record.
But I think a
Past.
man's past can actually determine who he is now and
Yes.
who he could be in the future. I always take time. I think it's advisable to take time to look at a person's past, get to know him, get to know his family and all those
Get
records.
to know the kind of women he
The-
has been with. Is
the
that
important-
important?
How
Yes.
how will you know that?
It's
How?
possible.
You go digging?
I don't go digging. I put the question straight out to you and you tell me. And if I actually start getting some funny answers, well, it's like my second nature. I'll just go digging subtly, but I'll try to know. I like to know. I like to be sure. I like to be secure. I don't want to
Yeah.
have some kind of unpleasant surprises for me.
So if you were to just summarize things a little bit, maybe from your experience, what would you say is a man that's man enough for you, from your experience?
From experience, I have a list, and the 7 on 10 is good for me. I think basically majority of, I'll put that in quotes, women who have common sense or wise enough women
Yes.
have qualities they're all searching for in a man: a determined, a smart guy, a loving guy, a family person.
So if a man watching the show wants Sandra,
Yes.
what should he do?
Let's just ask for the list.
Okay. All right. So, well, thank you so much, ladies, for sharing
welcome.
this time with us. Well, you've given us your perspective on the program Schmooze. What we do is we get the man's perspective. So here it comes. You are watching Schmooze. It is time for the rant of the day, the moment when you say anything you feel about relationships in general. Immediately after, you will have what the other gender has to say about our topic of today. Stay tuned.
Hey, greetings. It's however bizarre nowadays to find the way men ill treat women, all in the quotations of "it's my woman, it's my girlfriend." We all know that men were being conceived by a woman, so as such, you should respect the woman. A woman carries so much to be, tampered with. If a woman doesn't cook for you, no, there are some means to go about it. If a woman doesn't watch for you, you should know how to go about it. Act responsibly. Now I'm passing through a road and I find a girl crying and you want to ask or find out, you start hearing comments like, I didn't cook for him on time, some even say, I didn't make love to him. And now you find a man hitting hard on a woman. That's not supposed to be right. We should always learn to do the right thing. Men, please have a conversation with your woman. Because to me, it's not supposed to be like that. And that's it.